G'day and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I want to show you how you can use a massage gun to free up tight calf muscles. But this time, we're going to use a massage gun that has a heating element attached to it as well. So let's get into it. My name's Grant Frost, and I'm an Australian musculoskeletal physiotherapist who's really passionate about trying to understand the root underlying causes of all the common aches, pains, injuries, and dysfunctions that I see clinically day to day. If you're someone who's had tight calf muscles for a long time, I'm sure you've gone down the rabbit hole of stretching those tight calves, strengthening those tight calves, even using a massage gun to those tight calves, but never really getting to the stage where you feel like you're making any long-term progress. That's why it's really important to appreciate that when we go through how to use a massage gun to help tight calf muscles, that you understand that a massage gun, massage, stretching, strengthening exercises may not necessarily permanently fix your tight calf muscles until you take a step back and appreciate why they might be tight in the first place. And for me clinically, as I've gone through in this video previously, there's often two main underlying causes that ask calf muscles to become tight. The first is more obvious ankle joint restriction, and following on from ankle joint restrictions tends to be lower back dysfunction. Stiff joints, overloaded tissue, tight muscles, increased neural tension, poor postural habits. If we don't address that stiff ankle, or we don't address the lower back function by making your back looser, stronger, incorporating better postures into the conversation, then we again may never get to the stage where things like stretching or using a massage gun are genuinely useful over time, and you get one step closer to never having to do them anymore. And that brings us to the concept of using a massage gun, in that massage guns can be fantastic for a number of different reasons. The ability for a massage gun to make your soft tissue feel a little bit looser and a little bit nicer overall is fantastic. But it's important to reassure you that this is not a golden bullet. It can be a fantastic use of your time and a very good tool to use. But if you don't pair up something that's effective like this with those other strategies that I've mentioned, improving your back function, improving your ankle function, changing your postural habits, improving your footwear, then we will forever just be treating a symptom and not pairing it up with improving the deeper root cause of that dysfunction. And I've been fortunate enough to be sent yet another massage gun by the team at Bob and Brad. This massage gun is the Q2 Ultra. And what's different and unique about this one, and the reason why I wanted to make a video about this, is not only do they have the standard attachments, the head attachments that go onto the massage gun, but this has a head that gives infrared heating. And that's really interesting to me because we can utilize the benefits of just the mechanical parts of using a massage gun to free up tight tissue, but adding a heating component to that as well can also add extra layers to the benefits of using a massage gun by getting your nervous system to soothe a little bit more and calm down, increasing blood flow, all things that may tangibly improve the effectiveness of your symptomatic treatment with a massage gun. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to show you how I would use a massage gun to release tight calf muscles, while you're also pairing it up with the other things that we mentioned before to make sure that this isn't a permanent part of your life. So before we get to any self-treatment technique, one of the things that I would always recommend that you do is immediately get a sense of how tight your calf muscles feel. Walk around, do a basic calf stretch, hang your heel off a step, do your calf muscle stretch up against a wall, just to get a sense of how tight both calf muscles feel in the moment. Remember that doing a basic calf muscle stretch with your knee straight will target the bigger gastrocnemius muscle, and then if you do any calf muscle stretch with your knee bent, it'll target the deeper single joint soleus muscle. So take note of how it feels to stretch your calf with your knee straight, how it feels to stretch your calf with your knee bent. Then grab your massage gun, turn it on, and we can get to work on trying to find where you feel tight and use a few different techniques to encourage that tightness to go away a little bit faster. So to start with, we want enough vibration that you feel like it's going to do something. We can place the head into the outside of that calf. Now we don't want you to just gently roll the massage head over the top of the muscle. What I'd like you to think of is forget that it's vibrating for a second and imagine that you're trying to dig the ball into a tight spot. Use the head as a mechanical tool to get in there and free things up. And we can use the vibration as an added bonus. But just look around for anything that feels stiff, tight, and restricted. Put a little bit of gentle pressure in. Try and sort of almost scrape that tightness away. Another thing that you can do is that once you've found a particularly tight spot, you can just leave the ball there. And what I would ask you to do is potentially with your legs straight, we can get you to bend and flex your ankle to try and pull some of that tissue past the ball. It's very similar to that tack and floss release technique, but this can be another really good way beyond just rolling the massage gun through that tight tissue to pin down a tight spot and then get that tight tissue to move underneath to prompt that tissue to shear free or to loosen off more effectively. Now, obviously the great thing about this massage gun is that it does have a heating component, so might as well use that. I'll put the ball massage head away. I'll screw this one in. I'll make sure that I've turned it on. It's currently heating up as we speak. I can turn it back on again, put it at a vibration that I feel is worthwhile, and I can take the same approach. Now, obviously, because there's heat involved in this, make sure that your skin sensitivity allows you to tell whether it's hot or not. But the great thing about this particular massage gun is that the heat is warm. It's not ridiculously hot. So if you find that there is a tight spot here, and again, because it's not the ball head, you may not be able to get right into that tissue, but the head is still thick enough that you can find a tight spot. You can gently press into that with the flatter head. And again, if you want to keep the position with the head and use movement over the top of that, the heat, the vibration, and the movements can then make you feel like that tissue is starting to free up that little bit faster again. So work your way all the way down the outside of that calf, try and find any of those tight spots. Just know that if you have any ankle dysfunction, maybe you've had previous ankle sprains, maybe you've got some tendon dysfunction or even some Achilles dysfunction, you can go hunting with the head, either head, and go looking for anything that feels tight, thick, restricted. Even if it doesn't particularly feel tender, that restriction shouldn't be there. In a perfect world, everything should just feel silky and smooth. It should feel relatively boring to do this sort of thing, but just make sure that you don't just spend time in that really thick gastroc area at the top half of your leg. Make sure you're making your way down through those tendons, through the tissue down lower in your ankle, because again, down here we tend to get more of that soleus muscle. Higher up here, the more superficial gastroc muscle is obviously a lot easier to address. As we start to work down the back of that calf right into the middle, we're getting more so now to where that sciatic nerve tends to come down through the back of that calf. You might find a couple of ropey tight spots in here as well. Just gently push in, trying to dig in and massage that tissue away. And then obviously once you've done all of that, we can then come more in towards the inside of that calf as well. Now, where the outside of the calf just biomechanically tends to be an area that becomes a little bit tight for a lot of people. The inner calf, particularly as it tends to come up towards the inside of that knee, can often be a lot more tender for people. So naturally we want to be that little bit more respectful, that little bit more gentle if that's the case for you. Again, the heat may be a really nice additional bonus to this, just to get that tissue to relax a little bit more. Now obviously if you don't have the benefit of a heated head that attaches to a massage gun, you're more than welcome to pop a heat pack or something on beforehand, just to soften up that tissue, to prompt your nervous system to down-regulate a little bit, to feel a little bit safer, before you respectfully attack it with a massage gun over the top. But same deal, pressure down through there, try and make a bit of an indent, and then just work your way down the inside of that calf area. In this area, as we start to get down lower, we tend to get around that tibialis posterior muscle, one of the muscles that anchors all the way down into the top of your arch. And if you are someone that has flat feet or any type of dysfunction around that navicular bone, perhaps you get bunions through the big toe, if you've got plantar fasciitis or Achilles tendonitis or anything in that area, sometimes freeing up that tissue on the inside of that shin, just back from where the bone is, can feed a lot of normal slack back into those areas and improve how those symptoms feel as well. But like we do with anything, once you've spent 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you feel you have at your disposal, immediately stand up, stretch your calf muscle again, hang your heel off a step, do the token wall stretch. Do it with your knee straight, do it with your knee bent. See if it genuinely feels any different and let me know in the comments down below. Because as I always say, I don't want you to have to trust me on anything. We need to be results based. If you've done something, you will genuinely feel some immediate difference straight away. The really cool thing about a massage gun like this one is that we have the capacity to pair up that standard benefits of using a massage gun with the benefits of heating tissue up as well. And naturally, if you're in the market for a massage gun and you're thinking that the heated element might be a nice little additional bonus to invest in, if you're interested in picking up the Q2 Ultra massage gun from Bob and Brad, I'll leave a link in the description with a discount code attached. But as I mentioned before, massage guns have potential to be genuinely useful at freeing up tight, restricted, tender tissue. But we need the perspective to understand that just using a massage gun on its own, as good as they may be in isolation, will never fix your problems until you can take that step back and try and understand why it's there in the first place. If your ankle joint is stiff, If your back is dysfunctional in any way, even if neither of those are painful in their own right, they can either refer dysfunction or change the way that you load up your calf muscle, prompting it to become tight over time. Make sure that you test and retest how your flexibility feels afterwards so that you can see exactly what this has done for you and you don't have to guess. And with that being said, I genuinely hope that that is helpful. If it was, please consider leaving a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that hype button so this video gets out to more people. Please consider becoming a member of the channel if you want more exclusive content from me and extended versions of a lot of the videos that I put out. But at the end of the day, I do genuinely hope that that helped and I hope to see you next time.